All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of Smash or Pass, an intellectual conversation about America's first ladies. I am Fenris, your host, and I am joined by Otis Timlin.
Howdy.
And Mike Effen Mcgowan.
Hello.
Recording here live in the dorm room in Westchester. All right, gents, let's jump right back into it, and we're going to start off with Lou Henry Hoover. She was married to old Herbert in 1899. They had 2 kids. They traveled around a lot. She lived in Australia and China. She spoke Mandarin. She worked, did a lot of relief work and projects like that during and after World War I. She was the national president of the Girl Scouts both before and after she was in the White House. She was the very first lady to make regular radio broadcasts, and she was a Stanford graduate in geology. Otis Timlin, we're going to start with you. Lou Henry Hoover, smash or pass?
Well, let me begin by saying that the young Lou Henry Hoover is perhaps the best specimen we've observed in this series. She's great. Look at her. She's great.
I don't know what those things on her arms are, but I like it.
Listen, man, fashion is hot.
Yeah,
she looks sad.
fashionable.
She has dead eyes. She's sad, and she could ruin your life, but it'll be the best 8 weeks of your life. And I'll tell you, I doled up on using the word life there. It'll be your existence will be justified by that 8 weeks of sexual gratification and misery. And also, there was no Panic at the Disco for her to make you listen to back then. Because now when you want to just shack up with some sad broad, they're going to be like, well, here's fucking I chimed in. Haven't you bastards ever heard of repealing prohibition? And then Herbert Hoover says yes. And
she was our first emo president before that was a thing.
yeah, and it's disgusting. The red jumpsuit apparatus and that black outfit, it's disgusting. Yes to both.
Oh, right. You went yes on the right, too.
Yeah, that's Kristen Stewart over there.
I feel like you're watching my Instagram account because I just saw Panic at the Disco live.
Oh, how was it?
It was lovely. It was a lovely show. That was a really good show.
I respect people who like them. The guy's talented.
Fucking guy kills it.
Come out of the closet later.
I'm out. I've been out. Where you been?
Out.
So on the left, she is our number one. I have no qualms with that. I hope we beat her, but...
Yeah, she's like Winona
hot.
Ryder.
She's fucking hot. On the right looks like one of those Monty Python skits where the guys dress as women.
Yeah.
So I just can't get over that. So I'm just going to smash and pass.
Well, I'm just going to give her a pass because that first outfit, as hot as it is, it looks like Edward Scissorhands, and I wouldn't want a hand job from her.
Oh, what's wrong with her?
That's all I can see when I look at her, is Edward Scissorhands. So
those are the cuts of life.
He was still very gentle with the shrubbery. He was.
I mean, also, she's the emo president. She would cut you up.
You know, she cut herself.
Anyway, enough of... All right, our next first lady is Anna Eleanor Roosevelt. She was married to FDR in 1905. Her uncle Teddy Roosevelt gave her away. Fun fact, her and FDR were 5th cousins. They had 6 kids together. One of them was an infant death. She was a super active first lady. She would travel around and give speeches on her husband's half, partly because he was crippled and could not get around. She was a huge advocate of civil rights. One of the stories I found was there was a black singer, Marian Anderson, who was supposed to perform at Constitution Hall but was locked out. So she set up a performance for her at the Lincoln Memorial. There was lots and lots of rumors of the Roosevelts cheating on each other.
Good.
But their marriage was known as very business-like, that they weren't going to get divorced.
Yeah, unlike the presidents of today.
They were very Clinton-esque.
Clinton-esque.
Yeah.
That's when I read that, I was like, oh, they're very Clinton-esque. So, Otis, we'll start with you. Eleanor Roosevelt, smash or pass?
Well, in that young photo, and I mean, this may be a little insensitive, but it looks like you suck a cripple's dick enough and it starts to rub off on you. Like you want to talk about the slump face? My God, no! But she is putrid.
Yeah, she is. They're like the Clinton. They're both fucking horrible, but they're powerful, so they probably got some fucking hot tail.
Yeah, well, I mean, hippie Hillary was doable. Like 1978.
I'm going to say it right now. I would smash just so while I'm fucking. I was like, yeah, take all of this non-crippled dick.
Yeah, she'd be like, and I will.
And I will. Mike Effen Mcgowan.
I feel like if Clinton went to Epstein Island, he still wouldn't bang her. Like, there's just no way. Look at how
you don't
hideous.
go to Epstein Island
She's
to bang
so
that.
No, but he would have met her when she was 12.
Yeah, but hats off for the sleeveless. This is our first like showing skin.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
She's still disgusting.
Yeah.
Pass and pass.
Some people call that empowerment. I call it hideous
It's
and
disgusting.
Right. That is
Disgusting.
Anna Roosevelt. Let's move on to old Bessie Truman. What happened? There we go. All right. She was married to old Harry in 1919. They were actually school children together. They had one kid who went on to be a mystery writer. Ooh. When they used to campaign together, one of Harry Truman's things at the end, he would refer to her as the boss. He'd be like, oh, the boss is in charge. And everyone's like, oh, that's cute and quirky, even though he was a dickhead. She was not a very good first lady as far as entertaining. She did not like it. I mean, you can tell by that sad sack face. So one of my favorite stories I've read about learning was when Harry Truman was visiting some military installment. One of the soldiers was trying to get him a hooker. He's like, oh, we can get you some ladies. And Harry was like, look here, Buster. My Bessie, she doesn't run around on me, and I don't run around on her. And that was literally his quote, even though, I mean, it looks like she got run over. She lived to be 97 years old, which is the oldest first lady. Rosalind Carter is 95 and still alive, so she is our close second. So Mike Effen Mcgowan.
I'm scared to see what Rosalind looks like, but
Smash or pass on Bessie Truman.
On the right, she's got a Lucille Ball kind of thing, so I'm okay on the right, which looks younger, by the way. I think you were drunk when you were putting these together.
It's possible.
I think it definitely was younger on the right.
Well, by the time she got to the White House, they invented airbrushing.
Yeah, the left is ranking up with the most hideous. I can't even look at her. You take it.
That's a pass.
Pass on the left.
Otis,
Yeah.
smash or pass?
She's got some chin. Plural. She's got chins. She has more than one. And that's
She's got more chins than a Chinese laundromat.
luckily, I'm not opposed to chins. Still, it's a pass. Look at that nose. That nose is disturbing. It's like an M. It's literally like the letter M. And also, when you said that she was the oldest first lady, and that
she wasn't the oldest first lady. She lived to be
right. That's what I mean. She lived to be the oldest first of all the first ladies, and then Rosalind Carter is close behind.
She is 95 and still alive.
So, are you implying that Michelle Obama can't live to be that long?
Any of them can, but I mean,
but like with your privilege, have you?
Right. No, she has no shot.
I'm being ridiculous.
No, she will never be 97.
I will say this: she spent her entire life fucking Harry Truman, who was a loser and a failed hat salesman. So she had nothing but lame dick her whole life. So I would plow her just for the fucking to show her what a real cock is.
I mean, I
would have just out of that principle. I was like, she's like, what is this thing? There's like 3 of them down there. I was like, I know.
In brief defense of Truman, you've got to have some kind of cock or at least balls if you're gonna say, you know what? Let's kill a few 100,000 people. Let's just fucking do it, dude.
Is it just 100,000?
No, I said a few 100,000. Yeah. And then, hey, let's not forget about all the cancer.
All right. Let's not get into the fucking debate about the atomic bomb.
And I like that. I like that happened.
Oh, I know you do. Nobody's questioning it.
Wow.
But we're moving along to our next.
I want it to happen again.
Our next first lady is Mamie Eisenhower. She was married to Dwight in 1916. They had 2 kids, one who died young. She was the last of our first ladies to be born in the 1800s. She would travel with Dwight all through his military career, with the exception of World War II, where she stayed in D.C. After, when they were not in the White House and traveling, doing diplomat shit, they lived in Gettysburg. Other than that, I don't have much on her, so... Otis, we'll start with you. Mamie Eisenhower. What do we think? Smash
when he brought first, it's going to be a smash for the young and a smash for the old because she's seen some things. But who could forget probably the most effective campaign strategy ever when Dwight took her out with him for all the speaking engagements and he handed out those buttons that said "I like Dyke."
Ooh, there you go.
That's historically accurate.
That's good.
Because I like Ike. I used a slur, but, it was worth it for a good little wordplay joke.
Mike Effen Mcgowan, smash or pass on Mamie Eisenhower?
On the left, I'd smash it. On the right, I feel very Maureen Stapleton. Archie, the meatloaf's ready. Is that not All in the Family's Archie's wife on the right? I feel like it is. I feel like it is. And
I loved when she died.
And I would pass it. Because it's disturbing.
I have to pass just on those beaver teeth.
Yeah, there's something.
Sorry, Mamie Eisenhower, my dick is not a piece of chewing gum.
Oh.
All right, let's.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go, guys.
Here we go. Woo.
Let us talk about Jackie Kennedy. The Kennedys are very first supermodel-esque couple in the White House. She was super duper popular with the public. She married JFK in 1953. They had 4 kids. One of them died as a preemie only 2 days after it was born. One of them was born as a stillborn. And one of them faked their death in 1999, only to expose Democrats as pedophiles in the year 2020.
Nice.
You've been hanging out with my mom, haven't you?
I threw that just for you, Otis. She was a graduate of George Washington University with a degree in French literature. She renovated the White House and actually did a televised tour on one of the fucking main networks. And I actually got high and watched one time, so she's kind of boring, but it's fun when you're high. So she, despite being hot as fuck, got cheated on a shit ton by JFK, who had a fucking non-stop raging fucking boner.
Pelosi got it. I think so. I think that happened.
Anyway, after JFK's head went, she married Aristotle Onassis, who was a Greek businessman. And when he died during that time she was known in the press as Jackie O. So when he died in 1968, she kind of retired from public life and became a book editor for the rest of her life. And she was the first lady also born in the 1900s. So, Otis, let us start with you. Jackie Kennedy, smash or pass?
I would lick the innards of his head off of her. And that's just because he fucked Marilyn Monroe. The things that I would do to her now. We'll go to fucking Arlington right now.
Yep.
She's right there with him.
Is she in Arlington?
I think,
I don't know.
Bobby's there, and she's there.
I don't know.
Maybe she's not. I don't know. Thurgood Marshall's there, and I'd do his corpse too. But did you know I used to think Brown versus Board of Education?
Okay,
Brown was a descriptive term. I didn't write that. I just thought of that now. I thought Brown was descriptive. Yes, Jackie Bouvier Kennedy Onassis. I would disgustingly have intercourse with her. Now, like she looks better older. She looks like fucking.
Not only is she the super smash, but she is a contender for the top.
Oh, she's obviously the top.
I'm not saying she's the top. She's definitely in the top 3.
The older one is Selma Hayek, but not a cunt.
She aged good.
No, she was a cunt too.
Okay, Mike Effen McGowan, your thoughts on
I'm
Jackie
speechless.
Kennedy?
You guys took it all. I'm speechless. She's fucking hot as shit. Smash.
Adore her.
It's going to be tough to beat. Tough to beat.
Is a smash all the way around. Ugh. All right. Let us talk about our final first lady of this episode, Claudia Lady Bird Johnson. She was known as Lady Bird almost her whole life. That was a nickname that was given to her as a child. LBJ just sometimes referred to her as Bird, probably because of that fucking pecker on her face. Anyway, they were married in 1934 and had 2 kids. She was a businesswoman in her 20s and used a lot of the money she made to finance LBJ's political career early on. She was a part of a few societies. She was the Society for a More Beautiful National Capital and the Highway Beautification Act. So she was all about making sure there wasn't a shit ton of billboards on the roads and there was lots of pretty flowers around the Capitol. She was the very first of our first ladies to have her own press secretary and White House staff. And as she traveled a lot, she visited over about 33 countries doing goodwill tours and speaking on behalf of America. Mike Effen McGowan, Lady Bird Johnson, smash or pass?
The hair is bad. I can't get past the hair.
Well, it's a wig in the second one.
I don't know what's going on. I can't get past the hair.
That hair is peak 60s.
She looks like Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
I'm out on both because of the hair. Sorry.
Well, I just like that some people suggest maybe Lyndon Johnson didn't like Kennedy that much. And it's like, you look at their wives. Some people are like, oh, what are you talking about? They were buddies. And it's like...
Do you think when LBJ fucked her, he's like, yeah, I'm president and my brain's still intact.
You see, you could have had John, but 2 years of John's not as good as... but he didn't live much longer after leaving the White House anyway. And also... She lived to 2007. She could have heard fucking Gnarls Barkley. Does that make me crazy? And had an opinion.
She could have.
Like, this is an old bitch.
So, smash or pass?
Obviously, it's a no for the young and a yes for the old.
Because you want to fuck her listening to fucking Gnarls Barkley.
I might fuck her hair.
I would fuck CeeLo Green looking at a picture of her.
I'm going to Mike Effen McGowan. I'll disagree with you. I like the haircut. She looks like she would fuck the shit out of you and then bake you brownies.
Definitely brownies.
Serve them nude.
She would wear nothing but a hot apron. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 6th episode of Smash or Pass, an intellectual conversation about America's first ladies. Thank you for joining us.
Peace out.